Once upon a time, in a quiet little village by the Pacific Ocean, there lived a girl named Elara. Her home was small, her gaze simple, but the sea, the sea was full of secrets. Every day the waves whispered to the cliffs, and the wind carried tales no one could understand. But Elara, she listened. She lived with her parents and her loving grandmother in a cozy cottage. The villagers were kind, the days peaceful, and every evening they gathered by the shore to watch the sun melt into the ocean. But Elara always had questions, big ones. One evening, as the sky turned gold and the waves danced in light, Elara turned to her grandmother and asked, "Grandma, what lies beyond the sea?" Her grandmother looked out into the horizon, hesitated, then said softly, "Just water, my dear." But Elara pointed at something far away. "No, Grandma, look, I see a light on an island. What is that?" Her grandmother's eyes darkened with worry. "They say a sentinel guards that place," she whispered. "No one who's gone there has ever returned." Those words stayed with Elara, even as years passed. Elara grew up. She was smart, curious, and loved nature. After finishing school, she got admission into a college in a big coastal city. Her heart was excited, but one part of her still looked toward the sea. The night before she left, she stood again on the same shore with her now frail grandmother, and in the distance, that light, still glowing. She promised herself, "One day I'll go there and find the truth." In the city, Elara studied marine biology. She wanted to understand the ocean, its creatures, its mysteries. One day, in the dusty corner of her college library, she found an old book. Its title was The Song of the Wild. She flipped through its pages, and her heart raced. It spoke of an island called Silent Isle, a place once full of life, but humans had damaged it. They cut trees, hunted animals, and took more than they gave. The sentinel, people feared, wasn't a monster. It was a warning from nature itself. Elara wanted answers. She wanted to meet the author, Professor Linden, but no one knew where he was. Feeling lost, she called her grandmother. "Grandma, what if I never find the truth?" Her grandmother gently replied, "If your heart is true, the path may wind, but the destination will find you." The next day, Elara mentioned the book in class. A boy named Finn, quiet but thoughtful, overheard her. "I know that book, and I know where Professor Linden lives." Elara couldn't believe it. The next morning, they traveled together to a cabin hidden deep in nature. Birds chirped, leaves whispered. It felt magical. And there, in a cozy study, sat Professor Linden, now old, with kind eyes full of stories. He listened to Elara, then he spoke. "I went to Silent Isle long ago. Our ship sank. I survived, alone." He told them how the island cried out, not with noise, but with silence. The trees, the winds, the animals all felt broken, but still beautiful. "I wrote that book to warn people, to remind them nature speaks. We just need to listen." Elara looked at him, heart beating fast. "Will you help us go there?" Professor Linden nodded. With his guidance, Elara and Finn prepared for their journey. The villagers warned her, but Elara replied, "Fear creates monsters. Truth sets us free." After days at sea and a terrible storm, they saw it. Silent Isle. It was real. Half of it was green and full of life, the other half dry and hurt. That the light Elara had seen since childhood? It was there. Not a lighthouse, not a ghost. It was a single glowing tree, shining with a soft, natural light. A rare bioluminescent plant, the last of its kind. Elara and Finn stayed for weeks, studied, documented, listened, and then they came back. They told the villagers the truth, not of monsters, but of nature's pain and its hope. Together, they started a conservation project. The villagers learned how to protect the sea, the land, and the life around them. And that distant light? It became a symbol, not of fear, but of hope. Elara's journey began with one question and led to answers that could heal a world. The Silent Isle wasn't silent anymore because someone had finally listened. If you loved this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical journeys every week. Until next time, keep listening to the whispers around you.